Kindergarten. I hope you had a decent spring break. I know it's probably a lot of what you're already doing because you've been home a long time, but I hope you had a special holiday. There's another holiday coming up on Wednesday, April 22nd, and that would be Earth Day. Earth Day is really, really important because we try to remember that the earth needs us. Just like we need the earth for a lot of things, the earth needs us too. And one of the ways that we can help the earth is to try to do the 3 R's, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay, a lot of you might have a recycling bin in your house. After you have a can or a bottle of some sort, you get to put it into the recycling bin. And then all those bottles get to become new bottles. Okay. Also in our classroom, we had a nice big blue recycling bin for all the paper, all the scraps, and those papers become new paper. That's what recycling is. Then we have reuse. Now, reuse is important because there are a lot of objects that you can actually reuse instead of throwing away. Like, for example, bags. I get bags from the grocery store. So instead of me just throwing out the bags from the grocery store, I actually use them when I walk my dog to pick up his poopies. So I reuse them. I also reuse the bags to send my kids' gym clothes with them to school. Or if I have to bring a snack to school, I'll reuse those bags. So I'm reusing lots of different things. And the other one is reduce, reuse, reduce. Okay, so reduce is what happens when you don't use as much as you think you need. So when I'm brushing my teeth, does the water have to run the whole time I'm brushing my teeth? Because I sit there and I do this for a really long time. And meanwhile, the water's just going and going and going, and then it's gone, and a lot of wasted water has just gone down the drain. So what I should do to reduce is to maybe put the toothpaste on my toothbrush, get a little rinse, get some bubbles going, but while I'm brushing, turn off the faucet. That way I'm reducing the amount of water that I need to be using. Does that make sense? Okay, well today I actually have a book called Michael Recycle. It's one of my favorite books to read around Earth Day time, which is this Wednesday. And let's see if you enjoy it as much as I did. This is called Michael Recycle, written by Ellie Bethel and illustrated by Alexandra Colombo. Now remember, the author writes the words and the illustrator makes the pictures. So some do both jobs, but there are 2 different people for these jobs. Michael Recycle. This is the front cover and the back. Very good. And the spine holds all the pages together. And these big colorful letters are the title. Very good. Let's see if we can find the title page. See, this spine is not doing so well. The spine that usually holds in all the pages, because this book is super old and I read it a lot. So now it kind of gets a little flimsy. So I think I should probably get a new one. Michael Recycle. There's that title page. There once was a town called Aberdourimy, where garbage was left to grow rotten and slimy. It never smelled fresh. The air was all hazy, but the people did nothing. They were actually quite lazy. Can you see all the laziness going on in this picture? This man is just dropping trash right from his window. This girl up here, she's just... And then something happened that none could explain. It wasn't a bird, it wasn't a plane. A green-caped crusader soared through the air with a colander hat on top of his hair. He bounced off the earth with a thump and a bump and landed head first in the town garbage dump. He brushed off his suit and he jumped to his feet and grinned at the townsfolk he'd come to meet. I'm Michael Recycle and I have a plan, but I need your help. Everyone to a man. The sky and the river are smelly and brown. Soon 50-foot bugs will take over your town. So that's what bugs like. Bugs like the garbage. You've got to recycle. You've got to act soon before all your trash reaches up to the moon. Then, crushing a can, he gave them a wink. And vanished from sight before they could blink. Miss Moonlatch explained to her friend, Mr. Crew, "Did you happen to hear what that boy said to do? Clean up and recycle. How hard can it be? A green and a clean town would be lovely to see." They recycled their paper, their plastic and cans, and even old junk like used pots and pans. They also began the Be Greener campaign. They grew their own kumquats and saved up the rain. So proud was the town on their green transformation. They threw a great party, a grand celebration. They covered the town in green toilet paper, then rolled it back up to use it again later. You may think that's yucky, and these folks don't agree. But these folks don't agree. In Aber-do-Rhyme, recycling is key. When Michael came back to visit the town, he didn't despair, get angry, or frown. For everything looked so clean and brand new, like the sky and the river were again bright blue. Look at our town. It gleams and it glitters. Now nothing is wasted and nobody litters. To Michael Recycle, the green-caped crusader, our super green hero, the planet's new savior. But Michael Recycle was nowhere around. He already moved on to go help the next town. So if you should see a green silhouette streaking the skies, please don't get upset. The noises you hear, that clunk and that thunk, it's just your friend Michael, recycling old junk. The end. Okay, so that's great. And I'm glad Michael Recycle got to that town to help them and teach them how to make the world a better place. So even simple things like, if you have trash, I really hate when I see people just they have a piece of candy and then they throw the wrapper on the ground. Makes me sad. But Michael Recycle helped these people and made their town beautiful again. And I know we all love to live in our beautiful town of Garwood. So let's all help to make it clean. Happy Earth Day.